Welcome to Blue Baron Carpet Cleaning Systems here in Holiday, Florida. We're the design and engineer and builder of the Blue Baron truck mounts and the access point heat exchangers and accessories. And we have a fully completed compact 45 here. Came out beautiful. Look at the red powder coat. Look at that. All shiny and new. And just the whole infrastructure is just so well designed and laid out. You got the shroud over here, so if you ever want to work on the engine, it's so easily accessible. You've got a 4MR blower for 410 CFM, so you can get 450 feet of hose on this unit and get incredibly great heat. The pressure will go up over 2,000 pounds pressure because of the fact that our coil system is 3,500 pounds pressure rated. It's a design that we've had for a number of years. We've been building 18 years. Everything is stainless. Look at this, sturdy. This is so sturdy you could pick this whole machine up by the header and never have it would never bust. That's how sturdy we build our headers. And so we just put all out into what we do. Look at the dark color, the black against the red. It just contrasts so beautifully. And our patented heat exchangers are well known in the industry. We're #1 in the heat exchanger factory building Pro-Chem replacements for the 405s and the Legend series, and we do all types of heat exchangers for different truck mounts. So we do the coolant style, the blower style, and the heat exhaust style. This same artwork can be multiple use for varying types of heat sources, whether it be the 1200s or the CDS 4.7s. But we are the major builder for these heaters. We have a patent that's been in existence for quite some time now, and we put a lot of time and effort into what we do. We have a passion for what we build. I use bar stock fittings, as I've shown in different videos. Everything is simplified so that if you want to go and change your belt, you take this cover off and then you loosen up, and look, no louvered covers. You can actually reach under here. See my finger right there? You can reach right under there, loosen everything up, and be able to move this back and change your belts. You have alignment right here, so it makes it easy to pull back to get perfect tension. And then you also have a angular adjuster right here as well. And we have a drain for our engine oil, so make it easy and, very easy. Just put container there and dump the oil in there. Same thing on this side. Got a drain for the AR pump, and I got a fill cap over here for your dipstick. Everything is here. It's just a well laid out unit, and it's all quarter plate CNC. Nobody does that in the industry. This is the thickest base plate in the industry. We're moving along in 2023. We're helping support the industry, and we're not charging huge high prices to overcome certain supply chain issues. We've done really well in our supply chain of getting parts, mostly because a lot of these parts are proprietary and built within our factory. This whole unit is built in our factory. We go all out to build high quality truck mounts and accessories so that you have something that's going to last a long time, a lot of longevity, easy airflow. You don't need that trapped in heat. A lot of these units will put fans inside because the air is so trapped inside that they have to vent it out, and that just, what if one of those fans goes? There you go. You got high heat, early engine failure, blower, pump, all the other components will suffer with that high heat. So you really have to have an open concept, because that's really the way to go. Not only for longevity, performance, but at the ease of maintenance. Because you don't want to spend all day changing out a belt and having to struggle with louvered covers and partitions and wired twisted pairs of electrical wires and hoses and whatnot. Want to keep it simple. Simplicity is the name of the game in this industry. Performance, simplicity, ease of operation, well laid out. Look at this, all organized. It's not just some big pile of metal. I'm not going to mention any manufacturers' names, but there are some that are just like overly constructed, too much metal. In fact, there's one particular truck mount that I know goes so far up that it practically burns the paint off the ceiling of the van. Unless you have a high top, that can present a problem. You don't want to over-engineer. You don't want larger frames that really overdo the design. You want something that's streamlined, something that's easy to get in and out of your truck. And you could physically move this yourself, but I recommend having another person help you out as you move it into your truck or trailer. But you know, I just really enjoy working with these units. We have heavy coolers on this 713cc 23 horsepower Honda Duramax. This has proven to be very reliable, very well constructed. Look at this beautiful shroud. Look at this. It's just a really well constructed engine, 3-year warranty, a lot of torque, runs nice and cool. We have acoustic dampening down here, which helps in the noise restricted areas that are noise sensitive. So you get a nice running machine that's not going to be real loud, and you're not going to hear those lobes and the sound that resonates through the lobe assembly of your blower. This Suterbilt 4MR blower is capable of 410 CFM, so it's going to pull good inches of pull. You can use up to 450 feet on this unit. The temperature is extraordinary because we have a patented design that incorporates 80 feet of parallel coils. So when the exhaust comes in, it comes over the coils and it absorbs right away, and it gives you a nice quickened heat and a stable heat. So you can do a nice commercial cleaning for your carpets or floor surfaces or whatever you decide to clean. And as you see, you know, this is such a sturdy header. It's all stainless, 316 stainless hoses. We use stainless braided hoses, high-end hoses. We have our own hose department with our own die sets and push plates for Weatherhead to build some beautiful hoses, all customized lengths. Everything is just here. Everything is easy to get to, and you know, I enjoy building these units. You know, I have a passion for just building these machines and putting people into business so America can get on its feet in its service sector and perform good, high-quality cleaning. And you know, when you put this on a truck like a slider, and somebody opens up that slider and sees this beautiful, it looks like a fire engine red. It's just beautiful. And you're going to enjoy using this machine. And also the pressure, the working pressure, again, is over 2,000 pounds. You'll see it on the truckmountstore.com. So if you go in, you'll see an orange one. We're willing to make it any color you want, but I wanted to do this video just to show you how beautiful this red came out. I'm not sure if it's fire engine red, but it's somewhere in there. It's a certain color code that we use through our powder coat company that does all the powder coating, and they just do a really beautiful job. Look at this, all stainless. Everything's just here where you can see it. You've got all the instrument panel here and all nicely labeled, your freshwater pump. This indicates that you're doing a dump, so this is your main power that turns on the rest of the panel. And you've got a temperature analog gauge, and then your chemical feed, which is for your last step injections. The last step injection is really well organized, easy to use in the way of not allowing chemical to go through your heater or your fittings to give longevity. You don't want a lot of alkalis, and soap combined together with hard water can be devastating for your heat exchanger. You want a system that uses last step injection that protects all your hoses and coils and fittings of your truck mount. You put a lot of money into this unit, you're going to get a lot back because of the design that Blue Baron put together. And I've got 44 years experience, moving up to 45 years, 18 years building within that 45 years, and I know what I'm doing. I've used many different truck mounts, and I've rebuilt a lot of different truck mounts for the ProChem and HydroMasters. So I have a lot of experience with rebuilding other name brand units. So another thing I wanted to say is the pipe convention is 2.5 for a 4MR blower, Suterbilt, Gardner, Denver. We keep it that way, and having the return line come back through this way and out this way, and 2.5 all the way to 2.5 on the outlet. That's very important, because what you don't need is a low pressure system coming in, creating havoc and friction heat, which in turn affects your CFM. And the inverse of CFM is your inches of vacuum. So if you don't have ample CFM of airflow moving through these pipes, it'll drastically affect your dry time and your inches of pull in HGs, mercury lift, of your unit. And in some cases, if you're doing a function haul where it's time sensitive and somebody wants you out there by 2, but you got in there, say, 8 o'clock in the morning, well, you want the carpets to be dry by 2 o'clock, especially for liability reasons. You don't want to have to leave a lot of air movers if you don't have to. You want it to dry right away, and that's very important. So the simplistic design, the open concept, our access point heat exchanger and the ability to heat up to a nice commercial heat and stable heat. The pressure, the working pressure, is much higher than all our competition. And really, you don't want copper because that has a very low burst pressure rating. This is all stainless, so it can take up to 3,500 pounds pressure rating. So call us today at 727-505-2989 and look us up online 24/7 on our store at truckmountstore.com. We look forward to hearing from you. Thank you.